Hi, I'm Sara Lynn, a self-proclaimed neat freak, helping people conquer clutter in their homes one space at a time. Today, I'm helping my friend Karen get her home office sorted with equal parts productivity and creativity in mind. The home office can be a tricky place to organize because it needs to be efficient, functional, but also inspiring. My best advice is to sit down and figure out how you want your space to work for you. Karen is a graphic designer, but a lot of the tips and tricks I used in this space could translate to any home office. When it comes to the office, one of my very favorite items are book plates. I like to keep a stash of these on hand, and then any box that comes into the office gets labeled immediately according to its contents. When it comes to storing office items, I like to use opaque boxes. These keep everything looking neat and uniform. I like to store one item per box and leave a little room for growth. As you can see, I've stored Karen's ink cartridges, her paper, and her manuals and warranties, each in a separate box. Well labeled, of course. When it comes to personal papers, of course, a filing cabinet is key, but I do like to get a little more creative with my everyday items. For example, I like to store my receipts in a large glass jar. Basically, I collect them all, and then once the jar is full, I know it's time to sort and file them away. When it comes to storing project files, you want to have them on hand and easily accessible. For Karen's project files, I stored them away in these beautiful decorative file folders and actually used a dish rack as a file stand. For additional storage and some added visual interest, I simply hung some twine and then added these adorable little clips. You can use this system to display reminders or supplies or even inspired ideas. Office supplies can be difficult to contain, so try incorporating some of these ideas to keep your supplies sorted. When it comes to organizing your drawers, compartmentalization is key. I like to use clear plastic containers to store all of my items, so I know exactly what's where and what needs to be refilled. The same rule works when you're talking about the desktop. You want all of your storage to be either in glass or clear plastic. That way, you'll never lose an eraser in the bottom of your pencil jar. As you can see, I've multi-purposed a lot of items in this space. I'm using a cookie jar for receipts, a dish rack as a file folder. I've even repurposed a spice rack to store loose office supplies. If you want to take this project a step further, just use your handy label maker and print out labels for the tops of each of these spices. This spice rack just happened to fit perfectly inside Karen's drawer, but it would work equally well on the desktop. Of course, what would an office be without electronics? Power cords used to be my nemesis, but no longer. I now label them with some key tags and then just tuck them away into a makeup case for super simple storage. The only electronics in this space that have a permanent plug in place here are the computer, printer, and modem. I've even gone so far as to disguise the modem with a couple of boxes that I've just cut the backs out of. Simply find a decorative box that's big enough, cut out the back of the box, place it over the electronics, and then replace the lid. But be careful, if you're going to try this tip at home, you want to make sure you're using a box that's large enough to give your modem space to breathe. All other electronics in this space, including the camera, the scanner, the label maker, all get unplugged and put away in their proper place. That way, Karen knows where everything is at all times. My last tip is all about you and treating yourself well. You want your home office to be well lit, comfortable, and include a couple extra goodies. I like to include a beautiful carafe of water because hydration is essential, a jar of pistachios to cure that snack attack, and finally, a peppermint plant. Smelling mint is actually said to stimulate brain function, increase alertness, and improve memory. And there you have it, a space that is exceptionally organized and equally inspiring. I hope these tips and tricks will help you in your own home office. And be sure to share your inspired ideas with me. I love hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.